Good morning to everyone on this beautiful Friday morning. It's my first time streaming, so if you're here joining me, thank you. So right now I'm about to do a loop in Dune Awakening that I like to do with my main character. There's still some, as you can see, I'm still in Haga Basin right now. But there's still some Imperial blueprints that I'm trying to get, and I'm also trying to take care of some lands rat stuff. Mainly this one here, to kill scavengers, which I got to go back down to Haga South, kill some scavengers. I've already done enough to get the triple shot repeating rifle. Now I want to do enough to get that plasma cannon. And then I'm probably gonna go out to deep desert for a little bit, try to get some resources out there. I've been a little hesitant about doing it, but I'm at that point where I need the resources, so I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. I mean, it's just a game, everyone dies in a video game, so it's not like can't come back. So I'm gonna go ahead and go around my base and see if I need to, fuel some things up and make sure all my gear's repaired, pick up everything I need to pick up to go with me, and then I'm gonna get started. I do apologize if you can hear snoring in my background. That's my dog. He's laying behind me, and if you have a Frenchie, they freaking snore like grown people. So if you hear him, I apologize. So let's see what's going on in my water situation here. As you can see here, I'm full. So there's no point in me trying to put a body in here right now. Let's see. Got those. So this loop I'm gonna do, it shouldn't take me that long to do. It'll probably take me about 20 minutes or so to do this loop. It's fairly simple. Just hit some of the higher end places up, and try to get the stuff from there. See, I do got some of this. I haven't quite figured out the circuit system in this game yet. It seems fairly simple, but one thing I ran into was when I was repairing a piece of gear and I had the circuit set, for some reason it wouldn't. That's the part that I'm confused about, because it wouldn't repair my gear. Like, I had to go actually pull the resources from my chest and put them in that way, but that just seems ridiculous to have to do that. So I just put them all back to one for right now until I can figure out the actual way to do it right. I do need to do a resource run, but I'll do that later, probably after I come back from the deep desert. I'll do a resource run and get some aluminum, because you still need that stuff when you're building your base, and you know, when you're still in T5 gear, you still need that stuff to repair your gear. Oh no, I did not just do that. What did I just destroy? I think I just destroyed my repair tool. It's all good. Can one thing I like to do before I leave is, you know, just make sure everything is repaired. See, I don't have any aluminum right now, so I can't repair this belt. The good thing is I have a new one sitting here. So I'll just use that for right now, and I'll pick up some aluminum. Make sure I have some batteries on me, or some fuel cells. And let me make another repair tool, since I just destroyed mine for some unknown reason. Yeah, so I started playing this game probably like 2 weeks after it came out. I don't know where I seen it, but I started seeing it like all over my feed, you know, this Dune Awakening. And I was like, huh, it looks like a pretty interesting game. And I hadn't watched any of the movies or the TV show that come out, so I was fairly new to the Dune universe. Didn't really know much about it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch these movies before I buy the game, because it might be something that I'm just totally not interested in at all. So I was like, I'm going to watch the movies, see what I think about them. And if I like the movies, then I'll check out the game. I'll see what the game is about. Because the main game I was playing before that was Elder Scrolls. It had just came out with a Elder Scrolls Online just came out with a new update, you know, with subclassing and everything. But you know, so I was getting into that. But I still decided to try this out because I wanted to try something new. And I just been totally in love with the game. Especially after watching the movies, because that gave me it let me know, you know, what the game would be about. So yeah, that was good. So you see me put on this radiation suit right now because one of the areas that I'm gonna go in is a radiation area, so need to make sure I have that. I'm gonna take this off because I don't need this right now. Just gonna put this in the chest. Save that for when I go out to the deep desert later. Let's see, make sure. Yeah, this is like one thing that you have to make sure you do before you go out is, you know, make sure you're repaired. Make sure, you know, you just have the things that you don't want to have to come all the way back to your base to, you know, pick up, you know, certain things. I still feel like I'm forgetting something right now. I want to drop this off. Got water. Here, matter of fact, I'm going to start some. I think I already did. Let me see. I need some resources badly. So So one thing I like to do before I leave is try to get your machines going. That way they can be running, and because some of this stuff just takes forever. Like, let's see, I'll craft 500 of these, and that's gonna take 2 hours and 5 minutes. So, and it's gonna use a bit of water, so it's good to start those going. That one's already going. Don't have any spice right now to do this one. Let's see if that water consumption drained this a little bit. It did, so I can drop some corpses in here. And these things are so good when you get to a point to where you can get these. Because like when you first start out, man, water is, so important. And I'm not even in the high end yet, because I'm pretty sure once I get to the higher end, I'll start having issues with water. But right now, where I'm at, as you can see, my water is just topped off, and it's because of these death stills. I have two regular ones, and then I have 2 advanced. And those things are just so great for your water, keeping them in. All right, so I got my weapons, got my torch, got my backup tool. I got kits, I got fuel cells, got a backup. All right, I think we are ready to go. Topters, let's see what we're looking at with fuel. Fuel is good. All right, so let's begin the journey. So this is my base, and it's just me here. It is pretty big just for one person, but you never know when you're gonna add some friends to it, and they want to come in and play with you. That way they'll already have somewhere. As you can see, it's plenty of storage. That's my assault copter, my Mark IV copter, and then I'm in the Mark V right now. This one's a lot faster, so. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't repair something. Let's go back down. I didn't repair something, and there's something else I wanted to do too before I leave. Let's see. Let's repair this engine. And then this thing, I think is broken. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make a new one. Because I was flying around the deep desert yesterday, and that thing broke, and it made like a loud crashing sound. I thought I was under attack. I was like, oh my goodness. But it was just my scan module breaking. So let me make a new one, and I'll trash this one. I mean, I could probably repair that one and it'd still be fine, but I might as well get a new one and put it on there, just to be safe, just so I don't have any heart attacks while I'm out. So where is that is so unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. So before I begin my journey, I'm gonna have to go find some aluminum real quick. Which I have a aluminum route that I run, but I'm not gonna run the whole route right now. I'm gonna just go pick up a little bit and come back and refine it, just so I can make that real quick. So where my base is I'm right outside the Hogger Rift. Oh my goodness. So to me, this is like one of the best places to be, because you're right here by, getting cobalt paste. You're right here by aluminum. It is a bit of a drive to go down and get jasminium, but it's not that bad. It's actually pretty smooth. I have a route to go down there. I do a loop down in the zone and pick up some ethereite, or not ethereite, but jasminium crystals, and I come back and good to go. So I think I should be able to just get this one. I should be fine. Or let me get this one right here since I'm right here. I've been kind of proud of myself. I'm a long time console player. I moved to PC probably about 3 years ago. But it's still kind of hard playing games with mouse and keyboard for me. I still have that, that mentality, playing, with a controller. So like some of the other games that I play, like Elder Scrolls Online, I've always played with a controller. I've tried to play with mouse and keyboard, but I just can't seem to get it down. So one thing when I started playing this, I've stuck strictly to mouse and keyboard. I do feel like it's been a lot easier playing mouse and keyboard on this. I tried to do the controller, but I wasn't a fan of it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to mouse and keyboard. So it's been pretty good. Some of my movements are still crazy. Sometimes I still hit, the Windows button. I know I can turn that off, but sometimes I like to have it, just to use it. But I've been doing pretty good with mouse and keyboard on here. Is that going to translate over to when I do play other games? I'm not sure. Probably Elder Scrolls, I'll still do my controller layout. But for this game, I'm sticking with mouse and keyboard. Alright, let's see. I don't even think that got me enough. You know what? Let me see if I have one in here. Because I have a bunch of parts for buggies and other stuff. So let me see. Oh, I do have one. Let me see if I have another one. You know what? Let's take that one. We're going to repair it. You know what? I'm not going to be able to repair it either. Well, I need 6, so that's not bad. So once I get 3 more, I'll repair this up and then we'll go along for the day. Get this party going. Seems like my stream is just going all over the place right now. I need to fix something with my settings. I'll be right back. Alright, let me see if that fixed gameplay. Not sure what was going on. Alright, let's see. My scan module. Repair that. Alright, hopefully that's good. Maybe we'll see. Alright, so I think something's going on with my settings right now. So I'm gonna end the stream real quick. Fix my settings. Make sure to get rid of this buffering. And then I'll be back in a couple minutes. So if you're with me, you know, stay around. I'll be back in a few. Alright, I think we're good to go. Get back at it. Alright. So let me begin this loop here that I'm gonna do. Let's see. See what we got. So for the lens rat thing, I just started doing this last week because I realized it gives you some pretty awesome stuff when you're doing it. So this one, this is a pretty simple one. It just takes time because you have to go down the Haga Basin South and you have to kill scavengers because that's the only place that they're at, or that's the only place that I know that they're at. And you only get 23 points per kill, and for you to max out for your contribution, you have to get 14,000 points. You know, that'll get you the highest tier weapon. So, you know, when you do the math on that, you know, 14,000 points, and you only get 23 points per, you know, that's a lot of kills you have to do. So, you know, I've figured out a way. I think I only did 2 goals of this yesterday where I did this, and it put me at, you know, 5,200 points. Some of the other ones, let me see. I haven't looked at some of the other ones to see if see what they are. So deliver plastinium. Now I'm not doing that. I barely have any as it is. Deliver MK6 heal kits. Not doing that. Grata 44. So this one's kind of okay. Because what I've done, you see, I got a personal contribution of 1,900. So what I've done is whenever I'm doing this loop, some of the places, some of the chests, they give you an adept grata 44, and you just turn it in, and that, you know, gives you your points. But this doesn't really have anything that I'm interested in, really. The fluid efficient industrial pumps, I don't even know what that's for. I'm pretty sure it's probably for like a crawler or the carrier or something that I'll need later on, but for right now I don't need it. This one I really want. However, I want this one because it has the Kynes cutter ray. It's supposed to be a really good cutter ray, but those Maula pistols. So some of this stuff, right? So, let's go to crafting here. We'll go real quick while I'm. So the Regis pistol, they want you to craft. I don't even. Oh yeah, dude. Hold on. Let me see. Nope, I don't have it learned yet. So this is the pistol they want you to turn in, and as you can see, it, you know, it takes, you know, it's the plastinium tier. You know, you need plasteel composite parts, you need plastinium ignits. I mean, like, I'm not gonna give that stuff. Just like the I don't have that one learned either. Let me see. The Adept Grata 44. Right here. So I mean, this one isn't bad, but I mean, who wants to get rid of their duralinium ingots to do that. And it has to be something that's like really that you really want to do that. Um, so this one, Cure Harkonnen troops. So I pass by a spot where I do that on my loop. But yeah, this one I really want this one, but I'm not putting in the resources to get that. This one the same thing. Doesn't really have anything that makes me want to spend the resources to do that. This one, Spice Melange. I mean, that's one of the most precious resources you can get. It's used literally in everything in the top tier. So you don't want to do that one. This one I did do, and I did it to almost 1400. And the only reason I stopped is because I ran out of steel, which you come to the fabricator. So that is this one. Well, I have some steel now, but I'm getting low on gun parts. So I don't want to keep using all my gun parts for that. But I may do a couple more once it gets down to like before the last day, before it runs out. Just to get the swatch. I mean, I don't really care about the swatches really. But some of them do look pretty cool. So which one was that? That was this one, the House Harada steel suit swatch. And I mean, really, nobody's really wearing steel suits now anyways. Some people do. I'm rarely in a steel suit anymore. Deliver hydraulic pistons. Like I have tons of these. However, I don't want to spend all my resources. Like it doesn't have anything that I really want. However, I need to figure out what that power harness is. Let me figure out what that is real quick. Oh, that is a heavy armor chest piece. A tier 6. So I might have to go back and reevaluate whether I want to pick that up or not. I do have like tons of those hydraulic pistons. The run that I'm getting ready to go on, I do pick up a few of them. But you only get 14 hydraulic pistons per. And you need to get the power harness. So that's a lot of industrial pump or hydraulic pistons to give for that. So we'll see if I come back to that. Regis Grata, another tier 6 weapon. Kill deserters. This one, light compressor. Pardo's drinker. Let's see what that is. Oh, that's a short blade tier 5 short blade. This one, Deliver Do Ripper MK6. Spice infused duralinium. Improved Holtzman actuator. Yeah, so that's the the lands we're at pretty much. So we're gonna begin our loop finally, and let me top off on water again since I've been standing here. Good there. Oh, you know what? I am forgetting something. Let's see if it's up here in this chest. This is my to-go chest right here. So whenever I'm leaving, I put stuff in here and try to grab it before I leave. So I need one of these. Split that. I need to find some more pills and break that down or get some more of those. I'm gonna try to have my my inventory kind of nice and neat. See up here, you see all my darts. Down here, this is all my stuff that I'm taking with me, and I'm forgetting something. I need to take this in case I run across anything. So all this stuff down here is like extra stuff that I need. Fuel cells, the iodine pill, my compactor, welding wire, and extra heal kits. So I try to keep it down here nice and neat. That way the stuff fills the top. So I know. So when I'm trying to drop stuff that I don't want, I could just look at it and hit X and it's out of here. But this is my to-go box. I got one for upstairs and for downstairs with my buggies. So, looks like I have everything. All right, let's begin. So the first place I'm gonna go is over here to the Aegis. I like coming over here because you get some good permits from it, and it's pretty quick. Another reason I like doing this loop too is because I get quite a few Solari from doing this loop. And you'll see as you play the game more, kind of the importance of Solari. Kind of helps you get some stuff, get different swatches. If you want the building stuff, you get that. So this is a PvP area, so I try to come in here and be quick. And I have on a thing, so I'm gonna even try to be even quicker. So I'm just gonna run past all these. Interesting. No bombs there. It's weird. This place might be empty. Somebody might have been here recently. Yeah, I think somebody was here recently. Or either I'm lagging one. What the hell? Or either somebody's still here, and that would be unfortunate. Oh gosh, somebody was really just here. Damn. I've never seen that before. Alright, so that one was a bust. So let's go to the next one. That's literally the first time I've ever been there, and it's someone was there that recent to where everything was empty. That is very interesting. So I think today I'm going to play on this character for a little bit, and then I'm going to play on, I made another character in another world. And that one just starting out. Okay, so this one's pretty. Let's see. It's only one guy. Oh, nope. Alright, so the people are in here, in this one, so it's good. Got that. So you got to kind of be quick in this one because I have this this suit on, and it doesn't give you any armor protection, so those guys will tear you up in there if you're in there trying to fight them. So yeah, I wasn't doing that. Just go in there, grab the chest, and get out real quick. So now I'm gonna go to another place where the tall cutlery drops. And this is probably the best cutlery you can get because it's a tier 5 cutlery, but it uses, you can do everything the tier 6 does. So where am I going? Hold on. I'm going, oh, I passed it. But yeah, so it can do everything the tier 6 does, but it uses only tier 5 resources to build it. So, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, the plastinium, the spice melange. So we're gonna see if we can get one of them in here. Oh gosh, come on. So we'll go over here. Up in here, take care of this guy first. Oh, gosh. So you gotta kind of be careful in here too, because those guys, those heavy machine gun guys, man, they will light your world up. So got rid of him. Now I'll get rid of him. Alright, so that's that. And we didn't get a tall cutlery. Got the Knight Rider Mark IV. And some other stuff. Like, I really don't want this other stuff, so I'll just grab that stuff and let's see if there's another chest. Grab the Solari. Nope. Alright, that's it. Now we're out of here. Go back up. So now we're gonna go to Beast Claw. This also has some good stuff in there. Sometimes one of the things in here was the Harkonnen soldiers. However, because I am in this suit, as you can see, you know, it provides, you know, a little bit of armor, but not much. And these things they have a couple heavy guys in here, and they will just chew you up so quick. So you got to kind of be careful, you know. Take your time. Well, not really take your time, but, you know, get in there and get out pretty quick. It's also another PvP area, so got to be wary of that. Hear them fighting. See what they fighting over there. I think they're fighting other ads, but as you can see right there's a heavy guy, so I'm gonna have to take care of him real quick. Shit. Take care of him. Oh shit. Yeah, those shield things, man, they freaking wreck you pretty good. See, here's a hydraulic piston. Gave me 7 of them, so that's good. So I may turn those things in just to get the reward, just because I have tons of them. I'm pretty sure. Let's see up here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Alright, these just the little guys, so I can do it. Oh shit. Oh no, that's the big guy. Uh-oh. That is bad news. I did not see that guy over there. Alright, let me back out. Oh, that was close. That's what happens when you don't pay attention, boy. Uh-oh. So those guys, I mean, they're not... Oh, I didn't want to do that to him. I wanted to do that for him, but... Alright, they're pretty easy to take care of. This... Sand bike PSU. Don't really use a sand bike anymore, at least I haven't. In the early stages, they're great. But later on, the buggy and the thopter, that's where it's at. Alright, so we did that. And I don't know if you've seen, but while I was killing those guys, you know, I kept getting the Landsrad update. That means, you know, I was adding progress to me killing those guys that's on one of those quests. So, oh, look at that. There's some spice right there. But I'm not gonna drop and get that right now, even though I should. We'll come back. We'll do the spice once we're done doing all this. Because I really do want to get to the deep desert. Then I also want to get to my other character and play that one for a little bit. Alright, so here we are on another base. Should shield up. See, there's a big guy right there, so I'm gonna go take him out. What? Oh no. What was that? Alright. Not sure what happened there. But that almost cost me bad. Let's see. Why did that not kill him? Interesting. So see the Lands Rad task project progress registered. Yeah, that's for killing our Harkonnen guys. There's one for Atreides too, I think. It may not have opened yet though, but they normally do them both. All right. Oh, that fucking hurt. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. I'm getting worked in here. Alright, let me heal up real quick before these other guys get down here. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. Oh, I know what it was. It was the red freaking thing that freaking... Yeah, these guys right here with that red thing. That thing will blow your shield off and you will be hurting. Alright, so let's see what we get here. And these freaking jolt knives. Need that. Alright. I forgot to do something. Look like some spice just blew. Let me take this pill. I'm gonna put this here. Might have to drop some of these fuel cells because I needed to pick up other stuff. So now I'm going to these crashes right here. There's a couple of them I'm gonna hit real quick. That's why I took the iodine pill. That's why I'm wearing a suit, because this area gets spicy. Alright, see that big guy right there? Woof. He will light you. Oh, he's lighting me up already. So I gotta wait for my thing to come back, and then I'm gonna... Well, I could see. I'm gonna see. Alright. This area is tricky sometimes. Blow these up. Nothing really, I mean, I need to start taking some of these guns though, because that's what helps me get the the weapon parts because I need them. Let's see. All right, now we're gonna go here. Oh yeah, there's that spice blow right there that just blew. Man, that's pretty close to a land spot too, so that should be pretty easy one to get. I'm gonna probably come back for that one if it's still there. All right, let's land. Turn that on, turn my light on. Every time I come in here, I get freaking turned around. All right. Oh, see, that's where I need to go. Go in there. See, and I got to turn around that quick. And I knew where I needed to go. So come up there. All right, there we go. You got to kind of be careful in here too. I took a pill. See what I'm talking about? See, and I can't keep these weapons. Oh, radiation suit. But you gotta keep track of your, if you see right next to Q, have that radiation signal, you have to keep track of that, because there's been times when, man, I was right on the brink, and luckily I was able to get out in time. It mainly happens when I come down to get jasminium. The other sign that's next to C, the green, that's the iodine pill, and that slows it down. But you still got to pay attention to that, because if you don't, you're going to be dead meat. But this game is just so fun. It just has so many different elements to it. You know, if you want to do PvE, you know, there's a lot of content for you to do. If you want to do PvP, there's content for you to do. That's why I enjoy it. I haven't really got to the PvE or the PvP portion to it yet, but I'll get there. I'm not in a hurry to get to it right now. I hear somebody flying a thopter. I hear a thopter. But I'm not in the PvP zone right now, so I'm not that concerned with it. Some people are chill, though. Most of the people that I've met, you know, running around when I do run into PvP zones, you know, they're pretty chill. They won't, you know, just beat you up for no reason. Oh, see, look at that. Look at that. He doing the same thing I'm doing right now. I guarantee it. That's funny. That is so funny. But we got a storm coming in right now, so... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me get that. Pick it up, pick it up. Oh, gosh. That was so close. That was really close right there. Wow, that's so funny seeing somebody out here right now. Like, I've ran this probably 5 or 6 times, and he's probably the first person that I've seen. Well, I've probably ran it more than that. I've probably run it probably close to 10, 15. And he's the first person that I've seen. And that's going to be some good money right there. Stem leggings, spark knife. Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, let me drop this. Normally I would keep these, but I just don't have the space to keep them right now. Alright, is that storm gone? See, I gotta kind of... Because if he's doing the same thing I'm doing right now, I don't want to go to that last spot and then we'll have to duke it out. I'm not really up for that right now. Got too much stuff on me that I don't want to lose. He might have the same. Let's see. Hey, bro. How you doing? Can you hear me? Oh, he just talked in the chat. So we'll see. He's probably doing the same thing. It might be who I ran into earlier, or that ran in. Let me see where he's going. I guarantee he's going to this spot right now. We're ready to go. I don't know where he went, but we'll just go this way, see if he's over here. If the ads are dead, that means he was over here. So it won't be really no point in me coming over here. Oh, there's another spice blow right there that's close. I might have to pick these up right now because they're really close to land spots, so it might not even aggro the sandworm right now, which is really good. Even though there's ways, you know, to do it to not worry about them, but I think the ads are dead. So yeah, he was already over here. So there's probably no point in me even going in here, but let's just go check just to make sure. Ah, I hate when it does this. That's been doing it lately. I don't know why it's been doing that. It's like every time I get out of my thopter, it's just like doing some freaking gymnastics to get out of it. Yeah, he's already been over here. Yeah. It's all good. It is all good. We're gonna go get this spice right here. Put on 7. So let me see. This might be... It's still pretty far out, so the worm will still come right here, but it's pretty easy for you to get away, really. So we're gonna do that, and it's out of the radiation, so that's a plus also. So I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna go up, make sure he's not roaming around here. Okay, looks like we're good. Looks like we're good. Pick this bad boy up. This is the only way I've been able to get spice so far. Like I've been out to the deep desert, but I haven't been out there to do this. Because unless you're like in a big guild, it's pretty difficult. Or at least I've heard. But we'll see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There you go. Look at that. Man, he's up pretty high. Let me go up a little higher. Yeah, I kind of pushed it a little bit, trying to. I think you get better yields when you're out here too, in the little spots, when you're out in shoal, than where you are if you're in Eastern Vermilius or Western Vermilius. And plus, I have a pretty good compactor. Got the compact compactor Mark V, so it's pretty good. Alright. So now I'm going to go back to that other spot. Normally I would have kept going on to what I was doing, but since I've seen these two spots, I might as well grab these while I'm here. Because sometimes too, when I'm doing this route, I try to get some spice also on the route. Oh, there it is over there. Let's go. I might need to pause for a minute and figure out what's going on my other stream, because I think it is locked up for some reason. So this one is really close to the, let me see. I wonder if the worm may even come here. Nah, it's far enough. It's close enough. Yeah, see, I don't even have any worm signs popping up. I had one pop up in front of me. Matter of fact, I was coming back from here, doing a jasminium farm, and I never seen what the spice looks like before it pops out. So I seen all these purple bubbles, and I started, I jumped out of my buggy, and I ran through them, and I was like, man, what is this? And then all of a sudden, boom, it freaking blew up. And I was like, oh man, that was pretty cool. And that one was really close to to land, kind of like this. So it was simple. I just parked my buggy, you know, compacted everything and picked it up. Kept on moving. All right, I'm gonna go park somewhere real quick out of here because I need to figure out what is going on with my other stream because that looks to be locked up. So we're gonna go to friendly base here. You see the icon. It's a guild base that we use for farming Jasminium. And I'm gonna pause the stream and figure out what's going on. So I will be right back. Why do they have me offline? Alright, we are back. Not sure why the other stream went out, but it's all good. Back in business. So I'm through the first part of my little loop that I like to do here. Was able to pick up some spice melange, or not some spice melange, some spice sand on the way, which is always good. So now we're gonna go down and we're gonna do the run here over in Haga Basin South because we need to kill scavengers for the lands rat. So we are going to head that way. Maybe we'll see some more. Uh-oh. There it is, right on time. Where is it at? Oh, I see it. Right when I was about to say it. Got a spice bloom going. So let's go get it. It's so crazy. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, I had never watched the movies. I heard about them. Seen them, but they just never seemed like it was something that I would be into, which is kind of interesting because I really am interested in stuff like that, but I guess I didn't look more into it to kind of figure out what it was about. And I just enjoyed it so much. But I'm glad that I watched the movies before because watching the movies, before, and I know some people say, read the books. But watching the movies gave me so much more context to, stuff in the game. So when I see stuff in the game, I'm like, oh, I remember that from the movie. And it's actually pretty funny because I had my wife watch the movies with me last weekend because I wanted her to kind of watch it to see what was going on, and to my surprise, she enjoyed them also. So, just adding an extra layer into, why I like the game so much. And it's so hard to trying to play other games because me, like when I immerse myself in a game, like I'm in that game. I'm not one of those people that can do very well at multitasking, doing multiple things at once. When I'm in something, I want to be in it. And that's kind of been my approach to video games also. Like, if I'm playing a game, then I'm fully immersed in that game. I can't shut it off and play another game. I got to be fully immersed. So it makes it difficult for me to play multiple games at one time. But I'm going to try because I really need to go back to some of my other games and put some time into them because I've been away for a while. And most gamers will know, leaving the game for a while, sometimes you come back and, hundreds of things have changed and now you're trying to get caught back up. So that's what I need to. I'm gonna keep playing this. This will probably be the primary game I'm playing, but I gotta put some time into some other stuff too. I gotta find a way to make some time. You know, if only I could, you know, be a full-time gamer. You know, that would be the life. But you know, gotta work. You know, even though I'm retired military, you know, I still have a job once I retire from the military. So still got to do that. But eventually, I'm not going to. But we'll see when that happens. We'll see how that goes. So I picked up that spice. Let's see, how much did I get me for? Oh man, that got me a nice amount. So that's gonna be 14. That's gonna be 14 spice melange right there. And spice is just in everything. Once you start getting to the high tier weapons, gear, stuff in your house, building, everything needs spice melange. So I'm glad that I was able to pick those up, and you know, that'll give me 14 more spice melange to add. What is that right there? Not sure what that is. Look at some rocks. So now we're finna go, and what I like to do for this, for killing the scavengers, is I like to hit up the big camps. I don't worry about the small camps because, you know, it's really not worth it. I did that last week, and it took me, oh man, it took me so long I came down here and I tried to hit up every small camp, but it's really not worth it. I think this approach is much better. So I come down and I hit all of the big camps, hit here, here. So what I'll do is I'll probably take a path here, then I'll go south here, hit these down south, right all the way over, hit this one, and then I'll hit this ship, hit this camp, hit the Imperial testing station, and then I'll be done. And that'll be my first loop. And that'll probably be, I may get to it again today, I'm not sure. But tomorrow for sure I'll get to it. And these guys, I'm really not worried. Yeah, I'm in a suit, but I'm not really worried about these guys. These are low tier guys. And I just take the Solari. Move on from the chest. I'm not trying to take anything. Where are all these guys at? Oh, there they are. Running around. These guys are pretty easy to take out. I think I got everybody here. Oh, there's one there. This triple shot rifle that I got, it is the 5-finger triple shot. I absolutely love this thing. This thing just wrecks. I'm gonna go to the camp, take these two guys out. So the ones that are near the base, I take care of them because they're close. But other than that, oh yeah, there's a thing down there too. I'm gonna go in that one. So if they're close, I go to them and try to kill the guys in there real quick. Get the Solari and then move on. Let's see, where's this guy at? There's one there. One there. And I think that's it in here. So just grab the Solari. And we're gonna be on. Yeah, if I had to give any advice to new players that are coming to this game, just when you start, just come in, and take your time, plan it. I kind of did that because like I said, I've been playing. I didn't play the beta. I didn't play the first 2 weeks the game was out, and then I went on vacation, so I wasn't able to play it for like 2 weeks. So I've only really been playing the game for probably about 2 weeks. But I did kind of move fast to get out of Haga and get over Vermilia's Gap. But one thing I'm doing with my new character that I made is I'm going to spend a lot more time down here in Haga Basin. And I'm going to complete everything. So when you look at the map, it gives you like an area completion thing. So, oh, hold on. Get out of here. So when you're looking at the map, I pretty much got everything. But you see some of the smaller camps I haven't found or I haven't done. And one of the orange things I haven't done. All right, come on, guy. Come here. All right. I'm glad you came to me so I didn't have to come looking for you. Thank you. But I think on my new character, I'm going to spend a lot more time on that one. And I'm going to stay down here for a little bit longer. And I'm just going to clean this whole area up. Make sure I hit everything. Make sure I get every Imperial unique. And then once I do that, then I'm going to go up and I'm going to try to do to everything the same section. To every section, I'm going to try to do the same thing. And we'll see how that goes. That'll probably take me a little bit to do that. And then I have to decide how much I'm going to afford to that character daily. Because, I still have this one. I still have my main that I want to get to. So, like, this one is my Atreides character. And then I want to... My character that I'm working on now is my Harkonnen. And then I want to get to a third character, which is going to be that's going to be my traitor. Oh, gosh, come on. Come on, guy. But the third guy is going to be my traitor. That's going to be the one, I don't want to spoil it for people that, are going to be new to the game, but, you can do some different things with that character. Oh, gosh, I need to heal up. I don't know why I'm dying down here. Oh, I want to stab. Oh, he died. Alright. But yeah, so that third character is going to be my trader character. Kind of looking forward to that one. I really should do it on the one that I'm doing now. But I want to go through the Harkonnen experience. See what that's like. I did this one. I went through, the Atreides. But I want to do the Harkonnen experience. And then I want to, do the trader experience to see, what that entails. So it should be fun. That's why I say is in that's why there's so much to do in this game. And everyone game's different. Some people like to get to the end game. That's their goal. They want to get to the end game quick. And I get it. There's games where, that's what I want to do too, because that's where the most value is. But I think sometimes taking your time and, learning about the game and, going that route can also give you a great experience. Jeez, that thopter just took off. So my new character that I'm doing, I already have him to, I already got, I'm still in Haga Basin, but I already have my bike, which is huge down there. But I haven't progressed very much. I think he's only level 7 right now. So, not very far in the game at all. Already got a base. That's one of the first things you have to do anyways. And I'm hoping once I do make it up to Vermilius and start moving on, I'm hoping that I could find a good base spot. Because one thing I noticed on this character is because I did start the game late, and actually this is my 3rd character, technically. The first 2, one was like a level 3 and the other one was like a level 30 something maybe. But I deleted those characters and I restarted this one because I wanted to play with some people on this one, in this server. So I had to make a new character to come to this server, and I just did away with those 2 characters. So oh, you joker, get out of here. Where was that from? I'm moving kind of slow right now. I need to pick it up a little bit so I can get to it may not happen on the stream, but I want to get to the new character today and do some stuff. Maybe I'll do it on stream tomorrow. We'll see. This is my first day streaming, so if you are new here, welcome. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Just, as you see in my bio, I've been a gamer for a long time. No matter where in life I've been, what I've been doing. This is just something that I've always enjoyed doing. Just because of the different, people, the different, walks of life you can meet. And just immersing yourself in a world that, otherwise you wouldn't be able to. But streaming is something I wanted to do for a while. And I put it off and put it off. And finally I was like, let me get everything set up so I can do it, actually. Get down, get down, get down. There you go. I got guns everywhere coming at me. Hold on. Get him. Jeez. Kill him. Kill him. There's one up top. I don't know. There's no up top there. I'm hoping to get a better schedule out of when I want to stream. I will play every day, but streaming every day, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. It's because I'm not sure if I have the time, especially with work. Don't know if I'm gonna have the time to do that every day. Or I might, you never know. I might, just stream, an hour or two every day, once I come home and everything's settled, and might just be like, hey, let me hop on stream. So let's see where we are real quick. So we're at 6580 right now for this task, and I'm trying to get to 10,500 before it ends on Sunday. Did I go to this one? I don't care. Let's go here. Yeah, one thing I tried to do last week too is I came down here with a thopter and I came down here with a sand bike. And I put, I flew over here, dropped my sand bike, and then picked up the thopter and was just riding around on the sand bike. And that was so ridiculous that I said that I won't be doing that again, because you just get everywhere so much faster on the thopter. And that's when I made the decision to just do the big bases, because doing the little bases was absurd. And it wasn't really gaining me anything extra. Take out you. Take out you. Where the rest of them at? They're down below. That can't be all of them. You don't even hear me behind them. What you doing, buddy? You're supposed to be on watch. Alright, we're done here. So now we're gonna go to I think we're gonna go to the yes, this game is really awesome. Right now I have, I think, a little bit over 200 hours maybe. Yeah, I don't know how long you've been here and you've been listening, but I didn't start playing this till 2 weeks after it dropped, and then I went on vacation, so I wasn't able to play. So I've really only been playing like the last 2 weeks, and I've really been diving pretty heavy into it. But it's definitely one of the newer games that I've played that I just absolutely love. I'm not a fan of just single player games. I've never been a fan of just single player games. So whenever I see a new multiplayer game, MMO, it really strikes my interest, and this has been the one. Is it my favorite game? Right now, yeah, definitely, 100%. But that's kind of the recency bias. I'll just say right now it's my favorite game. Like, I'm a long time ESO player, Elder Scrolls Online. Played Destiny for a long time. I still play Elder Scrolls. I played that on PlayStation, played that on PC. I still play it. I haven't played it in a couple weeks. That's probably one of my all-time favorite games, though. And I really need to make some time for it to start playing it again. Because I haven't been playing in a couple weeks, and I'm just so much stuff I'm missing. Oh gosh, what was that? Did he throw a grenade at me? But this game is it's taking up so much of my time, because I like to be immersed in the game. So I tried Elden Ring, but that was one of those games that I don't know, I couldn't really get into it, me personally. It looked fantastic. But to me, that one seemed more like it seemed more like and maybe I didn't get far into it, but it seemed more like a single player game to me instead of a MMO. And I think that was one too that I started playing late. And I didn't when I did start playing, I was already so far behind that I didn't really want to catch up. Oh, from England, nice. I've been there a few times. Been to London, been to Portsmouth. Been to some other places too. Those are the only two that come to mind right now. I'm from the United States. This crazy country of ours. Crazy country, the United States of America. Oh, I missed. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh man, every support counts, man. Every single one, no matter how big, no matter how little. It all counts. So how far are you playing? You're playing this game also. How far are you into it right now? Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to stream daily, whether it's this game or whether it's Elder Scrolls Online. I'm gonna try to stream daily. Sometimes life and work gets in the way. Um, oh no, hold on, I gotta pick up my thopter. Did I put stuff in there? That would be really unfortunate. No. All right, let me move this up a little bit. Let me see. I'm in close, so I should be good here. Let me see. All right, I think it's good there. Yeah, yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Trying to stream when you're working a full time job. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. At least if I do like an hour or two, maybe. Doesn't have to be anything major. I'm not trying to, you know, get too big. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't be mad about it, but, you know, that's not the goal here. I'm just here to have fun. Yeah, I mean, this is just a hobby for me. Like this isn't, I don't do this full time. It's just a hobby. So in here, I come in here just to do the same thing. I'm just in here killing scavengers, trying to add points to the lands rat. So right now I'm at 70, 76, 72. I'm trying to get to that. Um, oh, came up. Trying to get to 10,500. That way I can get that plasma cannon. It's a tier 6 weapon, so I don't even think I have the resources to build it right now. But you know, at least I'll have it for when I do get the resources. Band-Aid, take that. And then there's some other good stuff in here too to take. Remember the first time I came in here, I was like, man, what is this place? And then I seen another player running through here, and I was like, I thought it was an ad, and I started shooting at him, and he had a shield on. I hadn't even gotten a shield by then. And I was like, what is going on? And then the shield guy up here, I was lucky that guy came in here because this shield guy here was just wrecking me. You know, I was still new to the game. Wasn't really sure what was going on. And this guy was just wrecking me. See, now I could just, boop. One shot and he's dead. But I am far more advanced and got better weapons. Like some of this stuff I don't even take. Like these particle capacitors and advanced cervix are always needed. No matter how far you go in the game, you will need those. Are you saying that my setup is simple? Yeah, it is simple. Sometimes that's the best way in life to be, is simple. Alright, so we killed everything in here. So now I'm going to hold on, I'm gonna kill this guy right here. It's not many points, but it's a point. Let's see, where's he at? Right there. Him. So that little run right there, I think it got me almost 200 points towards the Lands Rad. Now I'm gonna head back to my main base. I'm gonna drop everything off, and then I'm going to get some stuff ready to go to Deep Desert. How many points did that get me altogether? So 78, 68. So I need a little bit more. So one more run, probably tomorrow, or maybe later today. I don't know. We'll see. And then we'll see where we're at and go pick those rewards up. And here we are. So that run took longer than I wanted it to take. Because I was doing other stuff. Then I stopped and got spice and was doing this, doing that. So normally it doesn't take that long. And I also missed out on some spots too because someone was also farming there also, so I missed out on a couple chests. But it's all good. Let's see, let's get that. Put some of these up. Some of that. This. Put that one up. And I wanted to show how much Solari I made from that, but it just added. I'm gonna go drop this in the bank. Let me refuel the stopper. So they got rid of 2 spots for me. Never understand how I end up getting salvage metal. So every time I leave and come back, I get salvage metal. I dropped it all. How did I get it back? Alright. As you can see, I'm getting full with stuff. So I'll drop that upstairs. See if I need to repair anything. So I'll repair this. Repair that. I'm gonna repair that even though I'm about to go sell it. Well, I'm gonna try to sell it anyways. Okay, this one ain't running anymore. It's good. It's good to have these things working while you're gone. So I know I'm gonna have to go find that one now. I really need to figure out the whole let's get that spice going. Got me 14. I will look for it right now, but I'm not going to. Let's see. I think I'm gonna make some more survey probes. Alright, I'm gonna take a break for a minute. I will be right back. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right here. I do plan on streaming daily, and I may even be back today, so stay tuned. Thank you.